wanted to touch upon the subject of whether to chant or not in yoga classes. And since we're discussing about mantra and we're just discussing about Sanskrit and chanting, and what I wanted to say is there are these three stages of mantra, and Dr. Rao talked about that. The first one, you say it out loud. The second one, you're sort of muttering it. You're saying it under your breath quietly. And the last one, it's completely internal. It's only in your mind that you're saying this mantra and you're reflecting on its meaning and you're concentrating as you do it. So with that in mind, understanding that you're meant to internalize these mantras and they become a part of you and like almost a part of your nervous system. The question comes, should you chant the Vande Gurunaam in a yoga class? And is that going to be the right thing to do or not? And the answer, in my opinion, is it very much depends upon the circumstance and the people who are in that class. But if you yourself have chanted it correctly, if you fully integrated it into your practice, that chant is with you. The moment you step in the door, that chant is in the air. It is in your body. It's in your nervous system. Because you're there, that's it. The chant is there with you. And whether you choose to have people to chant it or not is totally up to the circumstance and what is appropriate. If you're going to alienate these people and make them to mumble something that they can't pronounce and might not agree with if they did understand it and they don't know what it means, they can't pronounce it, they might not agree. All of those factors should be looked at, and you should teach in a way that's culturally appropriate. Now, as long as it's not going to cause any real pushback, I think having people to at least say Om and start to harmonize is a great first step. And doing call and response and having them to chant it is absolutely a good thing to do. And a lot of times people are a little resistant at first and then they get into it. And when you go to like a seasoned yoga community, a mature yoga community where people have been practicing for maybe a couple decades, and a whole big room full of people chant the Vande chant all together, it's so powerful and it's so beautiful. And then it's easy to get people to do it because they see what it can do. But when you're the only one in the room who knows how to chant it and it's a beginner's class, it may not be appropriate. So the main thing I wanted to say is don't alienate people for the sake of keeping up with some tradition. It's in you. It's all in you. You carry that vibe into the room. You're the keeper of that knowledge. And you've got this powerful tool. And as long as you have that, you share it as you see fit. And don't misrepresent yoga by insisting on things that aren't appropriate for the situation. You do more harm than good. But that prayer will be there in your speech, in your vibe, in the way that you see the world, and it will absolutely affect your students. Hare Krishna.